Hello and welcome to another chapter of Let Us See. This time we are going to learn about chapter number 3, which is decision control and instructions. So, in this chapter, we learn about if-else statements and yeah, mainly if-else statement we are going to learn. And let me check something over here. Sure. Nice. Now, your videos. Let me just see how it is looking in the streaming, and then we will go further. Okay. Nice. Now, your videos. Let me just see how it is looking in the streaming, and then we will go further. Okay. I can move it. Nice. Now, your videos. Let me just see how it is looking in the streaming, and then we will go further. Okay. I can move it. Nice. Now, your videos. Let me just see how it is looking in the streaming, and then we will go further. Okay. I can move it. Nice. Now,
Okay.
your
So let us start.
Let me just see how it is looking in the streaming. Okay. Okay. So we all need to alter our actions in face of change circumstance. If the weather is fine, then I would go for a stroll. If the highway is busy, I would take a diversion. If you join a WhatsApp group, I would send you an interesting video. Okay, so these are the conditions on which the human brain works. Right, the same way the C language works. Okay, there is a statement for it called if else. Like there is a condition, like so if we go over here, the if else statement, C uses the keywords if and else, implement the decision control instruction. The general form of statement looks like if bracket then statement else statement. Okay, if A is red, then statement 1 is executed, else statement 2 is executed. Okay, the condition following the keyword if is always enclosed with pair. Okay, after if, these are called parentheses. This is called parenthesis. In the bracket we call it parenthesis. If condition is true, then statement 1 will be executed. If the condition is not true, then statement 2 will be executed. The condition is expressed using relational operators. These operators allow us to compare values. Okay, so here are the conditional operators like x equal to y, x not equal to y, x smaller than y, lesser than y, x greater than y, x smaller than equal to y, x greater than equal to y. Okay. So these are the statements that we work on in if else statement. Now, here is the example. Here is the example of this thing over here. So let us this time type it and then do the thing. This chapter is very small, only 6 pages. So let us move on to this thing. Bring this thing bigger. Now it is visible, I guess. So we will do the exercise as it says. First of all, we do a few rules, then state the which. Let us remove this thing from the screen. We'll bring it in, let it on. Okay, let us maximize this thing, and then we will come back. Okay, so include stdio.h, then int main because we are returning integer value either 0 or 1, and then starts the curly bracket. It can start from here or from the next line, it depends. Sorry, I'm having hiccups. Okay, from next line, int is equal to dy yes. Okay, we have defined that qty and dis as integers. Float rate dot now print enter enter the quantity and rate. Scan. Okay, so we are going to scale the rate and quantity into this thing. Okay, so here we write it as this quotient of d, because our quantity is integer. Okay, and f, because our rate is float, so f quantity is integer, so d. In the sense of qty in the sense of rate. What have we forgot? Forgot to enclose the statement over here. Using rate. Next line. If QTY is greater than thou- 1000, then it is count is equal to 10 else that is equal to 0. Okay, so thought is equal to QT by like the minus QTY my rate multiplying the square divided by 100. Print f total expenses is equal to rupees and f backslash n to 0. So our program is written. Let us debug, compile it, and compile and run. Stop. It is compiling. Source file not compiled. Let us try to debug it. Why it is not running? Source file. Okay. Let us see what this error is. Okay, fix this. See. Okay. Bye. Source file not compiled. Why? Source file not compiled. Delete source. It's saying that there might be some errors. Okay. Debug. File. Okay. Source file include tools. If you are compiling, compiling option, okay, I don't know what problem is. Source file not compiling. Source compiler option programs. Source file not compiled. Okay, leave this thing. So we are going to study. We're not going to waste our time on this thing. So now we bring in the camera. Okay. Now on we will study on this. We will later on figure out what's wrong with this DFC. Okay. Okay. If the quantity of the program is conditional value, in second run the condition evaluates the false 200 the value is great. Okay, this is simply if and else statement where if this if this statement is true, quantity is greater than 1000, then discount will be given 10%, and else discount will be 0. So later on we are discussing the formula for finding the for adding the discount and then printing the real value. One thing we can do is we can compile it in online compiler. Let's see what it does. Okay. Uh, see. Okay. Yeah. This thing can work. Okay. Whatever he has written, you can copy it out. So we run it, enter the quantity and the rate. Okay, we enter the quantity is uh, 2000 and rate is 10. Okay, total expenses. Yeah, so our code has functioned properly over here. You can say it over here. Uh, Let us check. Okay, so now what we are going to do is again run it, and it is asking for quantity and weight. We will type 1000 and rate is 15.50. Okay, so rate multiply. So here we can see rate is multiplied by quantity minus quantity rate and discount divided by 100. Okay, so our program has run successfully. So from next thing we are going to do is if else statement in a more better way. We are going to study it in a more good way. Let's enlarge this window. Yeah. So what we are going to do is try another program. Okay. Let us study this thing first. Then so calculation of gross salary. So it is multiple statements within if else statement. If so many happen, if is satisfied. So if see float B, BS, GS, DA, HRA, printf, enter basic salary, scanner, percentage, modular of F, ampersand BS. So here we will be providing the value it will be, and whatever you will type it will enter the BS. Okay, the function will automatically take the value of BS, and if the BS value is less than 1500, then HRA. The mainly the calculations are done if this or else this. Okay, so here is the schematic. Okay, flow chart control of this thing. Okay, we start, we input BS, basic salary. Okay, so is BS, if BS is smaller than 1500, then no, then HRA will be given 500. If greater than, then HRA has a formula over here. Okay, then DA will be calculated, and then DA will be calculated as per this. DA will be calculated as per this. If no, then this value, then this, and then basically it will come out to be this. Okay, a few points worth noting about program is the group of statements after if, up to, not, if, up to, and not including the else statement is called an if block. Similarly, the statement after the else form is the else block. Okay, notice that else is written exactly below the if. Okay, the statement in the block on those right, this formatting convert thing is followed through the book to enable understand. Okay, had there been only statement to be executed in the block and only statement in the else block, we would have dropped the pair of places. Okay, the default scope of the if as well as else is the statement immediately after that. Override the default scope a pair of braces as shown in the example above. Okay, nested if else. If It is perfectly alright if we write another if-else construct within either if block or okay. In if block, if we again write the if statement, then it is perfectly fine like this. If if I is equal to is equal to 2 times is equal to, in these statements we write it 2 times, okay? Is equal to 2 times 1, then printf, more question you ask, more you know, else, and again in else you can write if, okay? Again a new function can be called in else, okay? This is the final else. Second if else block else here we will do one or two exercises after this. So basically, a word of caution: if 3 plus 2%, if I print out this, expression valid. This is also valid. If we type 3 times if, this will also be a valid thing. You don't need not to write else. Else is only written for the final statement. If you don't want a final statement, then it is perfectly fine. A common mistake while using if statement is to write a semicolon after condition. Okay, you do not write semicolon after condition. If this thing, you do not write this. Let me show you. You do not write this after if statement. Okay, you write it at the end of. Okay, this makes compiler to interpret the statement as if you have written it in the following manner. Okay, here if condition evaluates to the true, null statement which does nothing on execution get executed for following the following which printf gets executed. Then straightway printf gets executed. So irrespective of whether the condition evaluates to true or false, printf is bound to get executed. Remember that compiler point out would not point it out this an error, since as far as syntax is concerned nothing has gone wrong, but logic has certainly gone awry. Okay, so you do not write semicolon after if statement or else statement like you do this in every. Okay, no semicolon is written over there. Now we are going to do some exercise. Okay. Okay. Let's create our own exercise and do it. We can do it. Attempt the following questions, right? If 5-digit number is entered through the keyboard, write a program to obtain reverse number and to determine whether the original and reverse numbers are equal or not. Okay. Int main int. Now we are going to concentrate on this thing. Let's see. Int okay. 5-digit number is entered through the keyboard. Write a program to obtain the reverse number. Int a. Okay. B C D E F. Okay, we can type it as A and B. We do the. Let me remove this thing from here. We do this thing like spring, print, and enter. File digit number. We do this thing. Okay, we do the thing. We do it like this. And then it's so deep. We do N or not? It's getting what is N or not? We do it. Okay. Yeah. That's the question. That is what I entered through keyboard. Write a program to obtain the reversed number. How can I reverse this number? A is equal. mm, 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 okay, let's run it. Error. Undeclared is equal to, and let's link these lines. How do I write reverse? Hmm. How do I reverse a number in? Let's ask ChatGPT. Not ChatGPT, but okay. Mm, Copilot. Right. No, 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 reverse. See. Ah, right. Reverse. Digit. See. I enter a 5-digit number, okay, I scan it. Ampersand of the number. Reversed is equal to 0. Okay, if number enter 5-digit number, please enter 5-digit number. Okay, then it is going to return 1. Okay, and number not equal to 0, int digit number, percentage 10. Reverse is equal to reverse multiply 10 plus number. What? Let's see this thing work. Okay, okay. Let's see this thing works or not. Enter a 5-digit number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse number is 555. This thing actually works. Let's see how it created. Okay, reverse the number. Reverse is equal to 0. What is being done over here? Enter a 5-digit number, right? Percentage D number. Here number is given the number. Okay. If number is greater than ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, or number is smaller than 99999. Okay. Please enter the valid 5-digit number. Okay. Return 1. Reverse the number. While number not equal to 0, int digit is equal to number ampersand of 10. As that 10 last digit. Reverse is equal to reverse multiply 10 first digit. What the hell is going on? Okay. 2525 25252. Okay. While number not equal to 0, int digit is equal to number of 10%. Okay. Reverse is equal to reversed into 10 plus digit. This is so fucked up. Okay, let's go for the simple. If ages of Ram, Sham, and Ajay are input through keyboard, write a program to recommend the end of stuff. So yeah, this thing I can do. Okay. Int plot. Int age and age of int A B C. is equal to image of b image. Why am I defining it? I'm so yeah. Uh, um, uh, Agile. So now, mm, yeah, that now is now. Mm, F, yeah. So D mm, 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 Okay, let's see. Let's combine this. Then 20, 30. Hmm. Yeah, Ram's youngest. Youngest. Okay. Check the else. Okay, so this is pretty much it. We'll do the exercise tomorrow.